What stands out immediately about this headphone is its purpose-driven design. There is no attempt to look flashy or over-designed. Everything about it points toward one thing: accurate sound reproduction for serious listening, recording, and production work. This is a pair of Beyerdynamic DT 270 Pro closed-back over-ear wired studio headphones built for creators, audio engineers, podcasters, and anyone working in a home or professional studio environment. From first use, the experience feels focused rather than entertaining. That is intentional. The physical design is simple but effective. The frame is lightweight, which helps reduce fatigue during long editing or mixing sessions. Even after hours of continuous use, the pressure remains controlled and balanced. The headband flexibility helps it adjust naturally without creating discomfort points on the top of the head. The ear cushions use a soft velour-style material that prioritizes breathability. This makes a noticeable difference during long recording or editing workflows where heat and pressure buildup can become distracting. The padding is not just about comfort, it also contributes to a stable seal around the ears, which helps maintain consistent sound isolation. A key practical feature is the 3-meter coiled cable. This is designed for studio flexibility. It allows movement between desk setups, audio interfaces, and recording spaces without constantly pulling or restricting motion. The coiled structure also helps with cable management, keeping things tidy in a workspace that often has multiple connections running at once. Sound performance is where the DT 270 Pro clearly defines its identity. The tuning is neutral and reference-oriented. Instead of enhancing frequencies for excitement, it focuses on presenting audio as accurately as possible. This makes it especially useful for mixing, monitoring, and critical listening tasks. Low frequencies are controlled and tight. Bass response is present but not exaggerated. This helps prevent misleading impressions during mixing, ensuring that bass levels are judged correctly before final export. It avoids the common issue of overcompensating for bass that sounds stronger than it actually is. Mid-range performance is the strongest aspect of this tuning. Vocals and instruments sit clearly in the mix with strong separation. This clarity makes it easier to detect small details in recordings, such as vocal imperfections, background noise, or layering issues. For podcast editing or vocal recording, this level of mid-clarity becomes especially important. High frequencies are detailed without being harsh. There is enough brightness to reveal subtle elements like cymbals, ambient textures, and reverb tails, but not enough sharpness to cause ear fatigue during long sessions. This balance is crucial for creators who spend extended hours working on audio projects. Because of the closed-back structure, the soundstage is more focused rather than wide and open. However, imaging remains precise enough to position instruments and voices within a stereo field accurately. This is exactly what is needed for studio monitoring, where precision matters more than cinematic width. The 45 ohm impedance level makes these headphones easy to drive. They do not require a powerful amplifier to perform properly. They work efficiently with laptops, audio interfaces, and basic studio setups. This makes them accessible for beginners while still being functional in more advanced environments. Isolation performance is practical and effective for studio use. External noise is reduced enough to maintain focus during recording and editing. While it does not offer active noise cancellation, the passive isolation is sufficient for home studios and controlled environments. What makes this headphone stand out overall is consistency. The sound does not change unpredictably across different volumes or setups. That reliability is what makes it useful in production work, where decisions need to translate accurately across multiple playback systems. This is not a headphone designed for excitement or casual entertainment. It is built for accuracy, workflow stability, and professional use cases. For creators, that means fewer surprises when final mixes are played on different devices. In practical terms, this is a monitoring tool rather than a consumer audio product. It supports the creative process instead of altering it. That distinction is what gives it long-term value in a studio setup. For anyone building a home recording environment, starting podcast production, or upgrading mixing equipment, this type of headphone fits into a serious workflow without unnecessary complexity. Check the description for pricing and availability details.